Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? A child. A child has lost her mom. And y'all want to pretend that it is okay.
Honestly, after watching this clip, I'm losing my mind. A little girl just lost her mom. And these Washington politicians, they're worried about tone and decorum. Have we really become this heartless? What happened in that room today is going to haunt you. Just watch closely. Look at how they try to hide the truth from us.
It is so hard to sit here sometimes because I didn't come to Congress to write laws or to do things that are hurting people. I'm just asking if there's any decency or heart or courage on that side of the aisle. The fact that a woman was killed, she was shot in her head, and y'all are pretending like nothing happened. I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was? Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay. Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law. Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? A child. A child has lost her mom. And y'all want to pretend that it is okay. I am asking if there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us and sent us to Congress. You tell us things like, well, the immigrants are bad, and so we got to get all these bills because the immigrants are the ones that are causing the harm, they're bringing the crime. The mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out. Yet y'all are the ones, it is this administration that is bringing crime to their streets. That's what's happening.
It's the third incident where somebody has dropped an F-bomb in this committee, including the video.
I'm sorry.
Including the video that we had to watch earlier.
Are your princess ears okay?
Is it profanity?
But you're
princess
more
ears
upset about my words than you are about the fact that a woman
Are you
is
soft?
dead.
House of Representatives.
The gentlelady
Are we offending your princess ears? Are they that soft?
All members will
Maybe some of the
suspend.
kids out there.
Mr. Chairman, it is the gentlelady's
You're killing
time.
them.
Kids.
It is the gentlelady's time. Let's let her have her time.
It is the gentlelady's time. Would you stop the clock for a moment? Okay, and
That was the quote.
I'll restore that. The chair will remind all members that the person controlling the time is not to be unreasonably interrupted. We would further admonish that whenever possible to express the full meaning of something, it be done so without an expletive that may be offensive to people here in the audience or those who watch this on television. I understand that a quote at times is essential, but I would admonish everyone that it has been the practice of this committee for the many years I've been here to use such things as F-bomb in order to get the message out without actually using the word. Notwithstanding that, the gentlelady will be recognized for this time plus an additional 20 seconds. The gentlelady may continue.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Long story short, we are sitting in judiciary and no one on that side of the aisle seems to care that this particular person, whose name we don't know at this point, became the judge, jury, and executioner. I don't know how you square that. And then we're sitting here literally in markup for a bail funds bill. When I first ran for office, it was in the midst of yet another lynching by law enforcement in Minneapolis. At that time, it was George Floyd. I remember working as a pro bono criminal defense attorney to help protesters that were being arrested. There were more than 600 protesters that were arrested in Dallas. There were churches that came together to make sure that there were bail funds. There were nonprofit organizations. And to explain how it works for bail, since we're in judiciary and we're writing the laws, and some people may not understand this, but those bail funds, those nonprofit organizations are not the ones that determine whether or not somebody gets bail. What they do is they help out poor people, which I know y'all are not interested in either. But they help out people that aren't rich and famous and have limitless amounts of money, like all of the Epstein defendants who somehow y'all can't find, even though y'all went and got Maduro. But it helps out those people to be able to get out of jail. Many of those people that if they spend just a couple of days in jail will then be thrust into straight up poverty because they will lose everything. Why it is that you want to criminalize people such as churches that are trying to help the poor because they understand what the Bible says, and they don't just say that they understand it or say that they love Jesus, but they decide that they actually put it into works because faith without works is dead. That is wrong too. And I'm here to tell you that there's going to be a lot of nonprofit organizations that are going to step up in this moment, because there are going to be protests around this entire country because of the state-sanctioned execution that we all saw unfold, unless there is some kind of justice that takes place and we get the name of that officer and that officer is prosecuted. So I ask that law enforcement, we have oversight over them. I am the oversight ranker. Let's go ahead. In fact, I make a motion that we have a hearing in the oversight subcommittee as it relates to this particular issue and what took place.
Look, what you just witnessed was not just a hearing, it was a cold-blooded display of how hollow Washington has become. I mean, Jasmine Crockett is standing there literally shouting at the top of her lungs that a child is now an orphan, a mother is dead, and what are these people doing? They are arguing about decorum. They are worried about her tone. Are you kidding me right now? We have a shattered family, a little girl whose life is changed forever, and these politicians are sitting behind their expensive desks crying about parliamentary language. It is disgusting. This is the double standard that is driving this country into the ground. Honestly, I do not know how these people sleep at night. This is not just politics anymore. It is straight up cruelty. Crockett held up a mirror to their faces today, and they could not handle what they saw. They want us to stay trapped in these bureaucratic rules so we forget the real human pain their policies are causing. But enough is enough. This game they are playing with border policy and enforcement is hitting the people who have nothing to do with their power struggles. A child is going to grow up without a mother. Is a single person in that room going to take responsibility? No. They will just pivot to the next election cycle and keep collecting their checks. We have to wake up. We have to ask, does a human life even matter to this administration? What happened in that room today proved that for these people, the rules are more important than the people they are supposed to serve. It is shameful, it is pathetic, and it should be unacceptable to every single American. If we stay silent today, it will be someone else's home destroyed tomorrow while these elitists keep whining about decorum. I am done with the excuses. You guys tell me down in the comments, do you think these politicians actually give a damn about anyone? Or is it all just a sick power game to them? Speak your mind, because the time for being quiet is over. And look, if you believe this truth needs to get out, subscribe to the channel right now and share this video everywhere. Hit that like button so the algorithm pushes this in front of more people. We have to make them hear us. I will see you in the next one.